Śrīmate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityanamini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Namaste Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta-vrinda. Jaya Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Jaya Radha Shyama Sundar Radhe Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Vrindavan Dham Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. जय श्री श्री राधा श्याम सुंदर अभिषेका की जय, श्री कृष्ण बलराम की जय, श्री गौर निताई की जय, ग्रंथ श्री श्रीमद् भगवद गीता जी की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, श्रील गुरुदेव की जय, ताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि 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 बोल। Hare Krishna, Prabhu's Mataji, is so nice to be here in all your presence. So we will have our Bhagavad Gita reading today. I think we are reading from verse number 9.7. Beautiful chapter and beautiful verse. So chant the Mangalachan prayers and then proceed with our reading. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Now we will read this verse. Sarva-bhūtāni kaunteya prakṛtiṁ yānti māmikām kalpa-kṣaye punas tāni kalpādau visṛjāmy aham sarva-bhūtāni kaunteya prakṛtiṁ yānti māmikām kalpa-kṣaye punas tāni kalpādau visṛjāmy aham sarva-bhūtāni kaunteya prakṛtiṁ yānti māmikām kalpa-kṣaye punas tāni kalpādau visṛjāmy aham sarva-bhūtāni kaunteya prakṛtiṁ yānti māmikām kalpa-kṣaye punas tāni sarva-bhūtāni kaunteya prakṛtiṁ yānti māmikām kalpa-kṣaye punas tāni kalpādau visṛjāmy aham sarva-bhūtāni kaunteya prakṛtiṁ yānti māmikām kalpa-kṣaye punas tāni kalpādau visṛjāmy aham. Sarva-bhūtāni, all created entities. Kaunteya, O son of Kuntī. Prakṛtim, nature. Yānti, enter. Māmikām, my. Kalpa-kṣaye, at the end of the millennium. Punaḥ, again. Tāni, all those. Kalpa-ādau, in the beginning of the millennium. Visṛjāmi, create. Aham, I. O son of Kuntī, at the end of the millennium, all material manifestations enter into my nature. And at the beginning of another millennium, by my potency, I create them again. Purport please here. The creation, maintenance and annihilation of this material cosmic manifestation are completely dependent on the supreme will of the personality of Godhead. At the end of the millennium means at the death of Brahma. Brahma lives for 100 years and his one day is calculated 4.3 billion of our earthly years. His night is of the same duration. His month consists of 30 such days and night and his year of 12 months. After 100 such years, when Brahma dies, the devastation or annihilation takes place. This means that the energy manifested by the Supreme Lord is again wound up in himself. Then again, when there is a need to manifest the cosmic world, it is done by his will. Bahu syām. Although I am one, I shall become many. This is the Vedic aphorism, Chāndogya Upaniṣad 6.2.3. He expands himself in this material energy and the whole cosmic manifestation again takes place. Jai Srila Prabhupada Translated Purport ki Jai, Srimad Bhagavad Gita ji ki Jai. Om Jnanatimiraandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmelitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sakitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitanscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Panchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Mukhaṁ karoti vācālam pankam lankayate girim yatkripa tamaham vande Shri Gurun Jinatarinam Shri Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanyameshwaram. Namo Vishnu Srimate Bhaktivedanta Namaste Saraswati Gauravani Sheshmani Tarini. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Nice to be with you all, and especially meditating on the most wonderful scripture in all the three worlds. This is in Bhagavad Gita Mahatmya. It is said so nicely, Mukha Padmat Vinisritat Ya Swayam Padmanabhasya, from the Supreme Lord, who is also called Padmanabha. This Bhagavad Gita has emanated from the transcendental throat of Krishna. So that which is emanated from the transcendental throat of Krishna should also be in our throats. That is why we always recite Bhagavad Gita. We also recite Bhagavatam so regularly, because being with Bhagavad Gita is not different from being with Krishna. This 1 hour or 45 minutes that we are going to discuss Bhagavad Gita, some Prabhuji also gave a nice class in Hindi, so just a little while ago. That is also Bhagavad Gita. We were with Krishna. The experience of Krishna is the association of Krishna we experience in multifarious ways. In one of the important ways with which we experience Krishna is through the peace and happiness that we get when you attend when you hear the Shravanam of the beautiful discussions. Macchitta Magdata Pranabodhyantah Parasparam, Krishna says. No? So this particular chapter, it really starts off in a very wonderful way. The chapter itself, the 9th chapter itself is titled as what? Raja Vidya, right? Raja Vidya. Krishna starts off this whole chapter itself as saying Raja Vidya Raja Guhyam Pavitram Idam Uttamam. Now this is the Pavitram. This is Guhyam and this is also Pavitram, right? That is first thing. So if we have to understand this Pavitra Gyan, we also have to become Pavitram. We also have to become Pavitra. Krishna, Arjuna says in the 10th chapter, no? He says, Param Brahma Param Dhamma Pavitram Paramam Bhavan. Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adidevam Ajam Vibham. So Pavitram, Krishna is fire. If you have to go near Krishna, we have to also be fiery. That is when we can go with him. Anything other than fire cannot stay near fire. Right? So that is why Prabhupada always said fiery devotional service. What is that shloka? Akama sarva kamava moksha kama udaradhi tivrena bhakti yogena jeta purusha param. We have to tivra bhakti. Tivra bhakti means focused bhakti. When the bhakti, when the bhakti is focused, it becomes fiery. When it becomes fiery, you make everybody fiery. So that is why Prabhupada, when he was doing bhakti, he was able to make everybody do bhakti. When he was dancing in the Rath, everybody was made to dance. Isn't it? How he was able to achieve? Only by pure bhakti. Tivrena bhakti yogena. There is full velocity and force, you would say. So nicely. So this chapter itself starts with very nicely, pravakṣami anasuyave. It's a very interesting thing. Krishna doesn't say this very often in Bhagavad Gita. But mainly in this chapter he says, because you are not envious of me, I am speaking this chapter. Other chapters also he speaks, but he doesn't explicitly calls out this pravakṣami anasuyave. Because you don't have any envy on me, I am telling this, I am speaking this chapter to you. Why it is so? Why is calling out that anasuyave? Jnanam vijnana sahitam yajnatva mokṣasye ashubhat. From all ashubhas we will be liberated, released from all the ashubha. Why? Because jnanam vijnana sahitam. He gave transcendental knowledge. But along with the transcendental, 7th chapter he gave jnana vijnana yoga. There also, the 4th chapter is transcendental knowledge, jnana yoga. But in 7th and 9th chapter, he is teaching us how to practice that jnana. That it becomes how to transform that jnana into vijnana. So vijnana means you start practicing. When you practice only, you will get the full benefit of the knowledge. That is how it is, right? If you are simply suppose I am keeping this water here. This water will quench my thirst. That is jnana. Right? When I am thirsty, I should take it and drink. If I keep on telling that water will quench my thirst, water will quench my thirst, will my thirst get quenched? No. We have to take and drink it. That is what is practical people will do. Practitioner, practical is, one who is practicing, practitioner. Some doctor is there, he studied all things, then what they are saying, what are you doing? Say, I am practicing medicine, I am practicing my education, right? So that is where really our test is, that is where we are able to experience Krishna. So here he is going to teach, through Arjuna, he is going to teach us that jnanam vijnana sahitam yajnatva mokṣasye ashubhat. Now, why he is saying anasuyave? Because this verse which we are reading now and few verses before and after up to 10th verse, no? He is talking about something which is not done by anyone else. Only Krishna is doing. For example, this particular, the verse before this, no? Where is that? He is telling this. Yatha akasha stito nityam vayu sarvatra gomahan tatha sarvani bhūtāni mastaniti upadharaya. Understand that as the mighty wind blowing everywhere rests always in the sky, all created beings rest in me. Every being, all the beings are resting in Krishna. Resting in Krishna means under him, under his complete control. Ashraya, basically. Now in this verse what he is telling, sarva-bhūtāni kaunteya, all created entities, whatever is manifested, they, by his potency he is creating, by his potency he is destroying also, annihilating it also. Now, just imagine one small thing. Suppose somebody is coming up with a big, huge mall somewhere nearby. Huge mall they are building. And they are building many such chain of malls in Mathura, Delhi, Agra, everywhere they are building, Faridabad, everywhere they are building. Then immediately you will know that so and so person is such a huge person, he is a very, very powerful person. So now if they are becoming very famous, then we will naturally become, awe and reverence will come. If we are not able to do it, it will turn into envy. We want to do it and we are not able to do it, it will turn into envy. Now, small building, small this thing in this small world called earth is itself we are feeling envious. The person, Krishna is telling, all the planets and all the universes, the material ones, I am only creating and I am only destroying. We will become envious of him, no? So that is why he is telling, only one who is not envious only can understand this subject. Who becomes your friend? Bhaktosime sakha cheti, rahasyam hi etad uttamam. Because among the bhaktas also, you are my dear friend. Friends don't envy each other. They actually appreciate or enjoy the greatness of achievements of the other friend. Correct? So Arjuna was enjoying and appreciating Krishna. Anyone else will become envious of Krishna. That is why if you see, the best example of envy on Krishna is revealed in so many places in the Bhagavatam, Krishna's pastimes. This one character is a very funny character. Paundraka Vasudeva. You know that? See, the moment I tell his name, you all are laughing. He's a very... You know him? Yes, Prabhu?
I'm playing a role in the drama.
Paundraka Vasudeva. You are playing Paundraka Vasudeva or you are playing some other role?
I'm playing a role of Paundraka Vasudeva.
You are probably playing. Oh my God. I didn't know that. Sorry. You may have to really get into the skin of the character. But that's the best character you can see of how envy manifests. Envy manifests in every demon is envious, but this is the most funniest envy you can enjoy. You can enjoy his envy. Even Krishna himself enjoys that funny. All other demons he doesn't enjoy so much. I mean, he's not laughing and smiling, and he's not enjoying that character. But his Paundraka Vasudeva, Krishna has not seen also. He is in Kashi, Hare Krishna. So he is in somewhere in Kashi, Varanasi. And Krishna is in Dwarka. So he is sending a letter all the way from Kashi to this thing through a messenger, through Brahmā. So he sends him all the way from there to Dwarka.
Don't copy my role.
Yeah. No, he is telling that you are a rascal because you are copying me. I am the original Vasudeva and you have copied me. And you are carrying all Shankha Chakra and everything. Now give up all this Sudarshan, give up this Sudarshan Chakra, give up this Gada, Padma, everything. I am the original owner. And surrender unto me. The beauty is that he is the original speaker of Gita. Before Krishna told surrender unto me, in Sarva-bhūtāni Parityāca, he is so demon that he told Krishna, you surrender unto me. So all of them are laughing. It's like a comic letter, Like somebody is writing a comic letter. So they all have a nice fun time with reading this letter. And then Krishna tells to that Brahmana that go and tell your boss that I will show him what will happen when I give up my Sudarshan Chakra. When I leave my Sudarshan Chakra, what will happen, I will show him. So then after that he goes, Krishna goes. And when he goes, with all this, Krishna and the Balram Sena and they are all going, this Paundraka Vasudeva is coming and standing and Krishna could not stop laughing. Till that time, I was only hearing this character. But when he went and saw that, he's literally having Shankha Chakra, Gada, Padma and everything in his hand. Imagine having all these things to the battlefield. And then Peacock Feather also. Thank you for reminding, Prabhu. See how nice you are enjoying this pastime. But the problem is that this guy is doing all these things out of envy. See, if you actually surrender into Krishna, Krishna takes your load also. Krishna carries your load also. But if you are envious, see how much you have to carry. You have to carry that big Gada, big Shankha Chakra. And I don't know how he attached 2 hands to him. 2 hands plus 2 hands, 4 hands, how he got that? Brahmajine Vardhan Jata, no, even then he has to carry all those thing in him, no? That 4 items. And that also you should know that Krishna doesn't carry Padma and he doesn't carry lotus and all there. He doesn't go with his 4 hands. 2 hands only he goes. So he didn't properly meditate when he has to go with what hands. Right? Brahma gave Vardhan for 4 hands, but not to hide 2 hands or keep 2 hands aside whenever you want. Right? So he is going and standing there, and he saw it's like a proper imitation, pakka imitation, like we were talking about Chinese product in our bhakti, in our discussions in the daytime, no? This our artificial products, no? Exact similar replica they will make. It will look like original, but it is duplicate. Right? Exactly it will look. They are very expert in copying. So actually speaking, how much he must have meditated on Krishna to form himself into that makeup thing, you know. Every day he has to do that makeup. Imagine somebody to do that. This we have heard that these people like this Michael Jackson and all, because he was black by nature, but he wanted to be white. He didn't like his skin. Whatever Krishna has given us, we should accept it. But instead of that, he wanted to change his thing. We had so much money. So what he did so many surgeries. Taking the nose, then this mouth, jaws, everything he need to make this whole thing into white. So he made so many surgeries that at one point the doctor said, we can't do any more surgery. You have to just wear mask and go. Because of the surgery, his face became completely disfigured. But when he comes out, people will be dancing like gods, like he's as if he is God himself. Like there will be so much fan following he had. He will come and dance, sing, whatever. But the thing is, he was coming with a mask. And he was caught for some illegal things that he did. And he was caught by the court. And in the court, they actually asked him to remove the mask. And he would never be able to go out without the mask. Such was his face was disfigured. Imagine when you become famous and then your face is like this. You yourself will feel so bad. I mean, that kind of a person, materialistic people. For all the all the things that he did, because this is all black. Your face alone white and this is black means it will not look good. So here also he was wearing gloves. And when he went, the judge asked him to, because anyone could come with that mask and show, make the illegal entry. So when he went there, they asked him to remove the mask. When he removed the mask, even the judge, the lawyers, everybody in that audience became astonished. Like, we can't look at it also. How he was able to look at it on the mirror every day. Imagine. This is the effect of exploiting the material energy or trying to win over the material energy. Whatever the material energy that our destiny has given, we should accept it as Krishna's or our bhagya given by Krishna. When we start trying to, everything that we want to use the material energy to, keep the same thing, how long you will keep the black hair? So it will anyway going to become white. Artificially you try to do black hair, and that how long it will stay? Again it will become white. Again you put, and it is chemical. It affects the body. So this is all a result of trying to overcome the material energy. This Paundraka Vasudeva was trying to overcome the material energy, and he wanted to become like Krishna. And because of that, that envy, he had to carry so much in his with him. I don't know what he will do while sleeping. While sleeping also, if he has to carry all those things, that Shankha, Chakra and everything, it is difficult. How difficult it will be. So when Krishna saw this character, he laughed like anything. He was going to the war with some fighting mood, and he thought that this is a funny character. So this is so nice to even hear this, right? Yes, Prabhu? So when he saw that character, so he said, okay, then they were starting to do some fighting and all that. He was shooting astra and everything also. He's not like genuinely he did some tapas and got something from Brahmaji. And Brahmaji also was having some fun with him. Okay, go and fight. So our Brahma, Shiva and all, they sometimes they give this boon to these demons also to actually to see Krishna perform his leelas. Right? This Ravana, this Hiranyakashipu, then they give that their boon. They want to see more beautiful pastimes of Krishna. And Krishna himself is inducing them to do these things. So, many times. So, here also he has given. Now this character, Krishna, after some fighting, Krishna tells, right? Now you see what will happen when I leave the Sudarshan. I will give up the Sudarshan Chakra. You told me to give up the Sudarshan Chakra, na? Go, come on, you go catch it. I am throwing it to you. Like, when you throw a ball, you have to catch the other side also to catch, no? And I am throwing the Sudarshan Chakra, you catch it. So he has that plastic Sudarshan Chakra, whatever he kept in his hand. So in this Sudarshan Chakra came, it just cut his head and return flew into the kingdom palace, and only the head was there. They were not sure whether it is their Paundraka Vasudeva's head or Krishna's head first. Then they realized it is our Paundraka's head only. Right? This is a result of envy. This is the result of envy. That is why Krishna is telling, pravakṣāmi anasuyave. I am telling you because you are non-envious. Why? Because you should actually appreciate what Krishna is doing. Imagine one small like building or mall or skyscraper somebody is building, then we glorify them. Then suppose you build it, again you destroy it. Destroying also you can do. Again to build it you have to raise more money again. It is not possible. And you have to collect Lakshmi from so many places. But Krishna built this whole universe without a single penny. Did you realize that? He didn't ask for Lakshmi. He didn't ask for some, mason or somebody to come and build it. Huh? Yeah. So free of charge he built the whole thing, the entire universe and ingredients. And for us also he is only supplying the cement, the sand, steel, everything is coming from his energy. So this verse, sarva-bhūtāni kaunteya prakṛtiṁ yānti māmikām, this verse when he is speaking, that is why he is telling that you are not envious. Envious people cannot understand this. Right? If somebody is building, breaking so easily, then you will be envious of that person. Hey, how big building he has built. Like suppose for example that Rampani, he has built some Antilia or something in Mumbai, right? You hear that some 2,000 servants or so many people are there to serve in that thing. And that building also, I don't know what made him build that. So much money he has spent, but it's not that worth good looking, frankly speaking. People go and say, this is like anthill only. It's an Antilia, you call it, so it is it's called Antilia. Antilia, near the shore of the Mumbai it is there. Whatever is built it. But the shape and all, I don't know what inspired them to do. They are nice people, but then, this thing. But if you look at this thing, normal people go, hey, so they have so much, then they will envious. If for a small ant hill kind of a building, you just call it as, so you become envious. When you see Krishna just like that creates this whole universe and destroying, how much more envious you will be, right? That is why he is telling in the beginning itself, pravakṣāmi anasuyave. Jnanam vijnana sahitam yajñātva mokṣase ashubhat. Now, you see, this is just one point he is telling, right? But in the end, Prabhupada writes beautifully in this thing, he expands himself in this material energy. This is an important line. Any Bhagavad Gita shlokas or Bhagavatam shlokas that we take, we should always try to extract the practical points from them. Practical means that which I can relate to, firstly. Relatable. I have to relate to it. Suppose he is saying kalpa-kṣaye punas tāni, visṛjāmy aham. Kalpa-kṣaye means we don't understand what is a kalpa. 4.3 billion years of our billion years is Brahma's one day. And in the night he is going to sleep. And 30 days like that, 1 month. 360 days, 1 year. Then 100 such years. That is why, what's his actual total time? 311 trillion years or something. Yes, 311 trillion years or something. Trillion years. 1 year goes itself is like For us, it's a huge, 1 full year to take this thing like that. But imagine 311 trillion years Brahma is living, and after that, he has to die. Right? See, after Brahma lives for 100 years, and after that he is dying. The annihilation takes place. In between, some partial annihilation and all is happening. That's different thing. But complete annihilation, yes, Prabhu?
1000 cycle years.
1000 cycle years, the devatas, of the devatas. Those are all unbelievable, inconceivable numbers that are. So, when Brahma's time is creating and is destroying, and see, he expands himself in this material energy. This is important line that Prabhupada writes. And the whole cosmic manifestation again takes place. Imagine somebody building this whole universe and then destroying just like that, like a plaything, and again creating it. But the most key word that we should take for today is that he expands himself in this material energy. Now this,
And not only one,
many. See how nice it is. Bahu syām, eko bahu syām. One becomes many. Such that Brahma Vimohan Leela is the best example. How he became many. He was so meticulous that he became those gopas. And then he became their dress, their jewels, their everything that they were wearing, and their lunch box. He became the lunch box also. Because Brahma, when he took with all the lunch box and everything. He can't leave anything back, no? Because some people will doubt who had taken it like that. So he took along with that monkey's small this thing, everything, and calves and everything he took and went away. So he became everything. How nice this pastime, the best pastime in Bhagavatam, right? So this Brahma Vimohan Leela, and Brahma became Vimohita. We became Mohit. So who are we? We are nothing, right? So that is why he expands himself in this material energy is very important. We should understand. How do you practice it? The practicing part is anything that we see, we should give that due respect. We should treat it with respect. For example, this mic is there. Suppose this kartal is there. All these items are there. We should just not use only to the time it is used and then throw it away. No. We should keep them safe wherever we are using it. We should treat them with respect. Like we take this water. If I have to drink the water, what do I do? I touch like this and then do. We don't just drink it. Normally that is how our grandfather, they teach us. Right? When we are in the fire, we just touch and touch it on our eyes. Like that, why we do? Because all these things are, Krishna has expanded into these energies. Everything we should keep it neat. Now see how nice this place is, neat and clean. Prabhupada wanted everything to be neat and clean. Right? When we keep things clean, cleanliness is godliness. So you experience Krishna in that. If all things are thrown out here and there, and you don't have any space to sit also, then you will not experience Krishna. But when we are having, even in our home also, we should keep everything neat and clean, speak and span clean. That is not somebody just a cleanliness fanatic. No. That is actually you are bringing Krishna into the life, into our life. Krishna and Radharani, Lakshmi Devi will come only when the place is clean. If it is dirty, she will not come. Otherwise, I will make her to do that cleaning work also. She will not come. So he expands himself in this material energy. This is the most important. How in Bhagavad Gita he is teaching us through in the 7th chapter, in this 9th chapter also he will teach, 15th chapter also he will teach. He says, Asoham apsu kaunteya. Why we are touching it? Because Krishna is in the taste of water. Prabhasmi Shashi Suryayo. When we see Surya Bhagavan, we touch him. We pray to him. One day Surya Bhagavan doesn't come, what will happen? Like yesterday we were reading, Chakshu, Tamasondasya, in that Swachakshu, she says that, no, Devahuti. What she says that? She says that you are my son. I have the eyes, but even if the eye has the power to see, without the sun can we see? These lights are there, but anytime it can go off. In the morning, when the sun comes, these lights are not required. So without the sunlight, we cannot see. So Prabhasmi, Shashi, Suryayo. Now moonlight, Purnima is coming. When the Purnima is coming, you can walk on the street easily, at least in the midnight also. On Amavasya day, we cannot walk. Isn't it? It will be so dark it is. See how Krishna is so considerate in expanding himself into these energies to make our life happy here. When the son fights with his father and goes away, the father doesn't stop loving the son. He still tries to help him, sends money or tells some friends to take care of him, isn't it? That happens. He doesn't stop loving the son. Same way, we might have fought with Krishna and come here. We want Krishna, I also want to enjoy. So, okay, you go and enjoy. But he is here also. Krishna has created so nicely that he is keeping our life peaceful. Isn't it? Should we not be, how much thankful we should be, grateful we should be to Krishna for this. That is why this line is very important. He expands himself in this material energy. When he creates, he himself is in his impersonal form, he is expanding himself into these energies. So anything, when the river is flowing, we should see Krishna there. You see the mountain, not only Govardhan mountain, of course, Sakshat himself only. But you go to Himalayas, you go to any other place, Kailash or any other mountains, immediately you see it's a huge thing. It's a Krishna's expansion, Virat Rupa expansion. How much they are doing auspicious things to us, right? So that's why Rasoham Apsu Kaunteya, in that 7th chapter, he shows us 15 places where we can see him. Prabhasmi, Shashi, Suryayoho. Pranavaha sarva-vedeshu. Shabda ke. The Shabda ke. Paurusham to show. In man, I am the Paurusham. And then like that he goes on. Then in the 9th chapter also he shows in many places where he is there. And then 15th chapter also he shows again Buddhir Buddhi, what is that? Buddhir Buddhi Matamasmi Tejas Tejas Vinamaham Balam Balavatam Chaham Kamaraga Vivarjitam Dharma. That is in the 7th chapter. So these 3 places, and 10th chapter is full of that only, Vibhuti Yoga only, where and all he is expanding. Right? So this is how Krishna is teaching us how to see him in all those places. That which is the most common thing that we frequently get into is water. Without water we cannot live. This whole body Krishna is in the form of water. So without water can we live? Without food also you can live for a few days. But without water you cannot live. It's a very big austerity. So to live without water. So when you take water, immediately we should experience Krishna. Right? So that is exactly how we one by one the air that we are breathing. Without air we cannot breathe. We cannot live. That air, he is the wind also, breeze also. And then in Bhagavad Gita, in Bhagavatam also it says, wind is all blowing by his order. Right? That is how we should see Krishna everywhere, manifesting everywhere. And on one side, we should not be envious. We should become a devotee. Unlike this Paundraka Vasudeva Putana and all these people. When envy is there, naturally faith goes away. When envy is there in our heart, the faith goes away. So we should understand that whenever our faith is going down, we should check whether I am loving Krishna or I am envying Krishna. More often than not, it is the envy that is creating the faithlessness. That is why he is telling this verse. Which one is that? See, after telling that pravakṣāmi anasuyave, in the 3rd verse he tells this: Ashraddhadana Purusha Dharmasyasya Parantapa Aprapya Mam Nivartante Mrityu Samsara Vartmani. He is saying those who are not faithful in this devotional service cannot attain me. First he told those who are envious, they cannot understand me. Because you are not envious, I am teaching you this. Now he is telling those who are not faithful, they will not attain me, they will come back to this material. They cannot understand this science, Rajavidya. So these 2 things are very much related. Envy and faithlessness. Envy and faithlessness, they are very much related. Now, one of the devotees asked my spiritual master, saying that Maharaj, I am not envious of Krishna. I am sitting here. What is he doing in Golokundavan? How does it matter? I am not bothered about it. Let him enjoy there. But I just want to enjoy myself here. If he is enjoying there, how does it matter? Why is Krishna, Prabhupada repeatedly telling you are envious of Krishna, envious of Krishna? If you are not envious, you can understand him, etc. Then Maharaj told this devotee that, see, envy does not mean hating. Envy is manifested when you don't have an inclination to hear him and accept him also, that is also envy only. When you don't have the eagerness to hear this subject, that itself is envy only. And that is manifested through faithlessness. Our faith goes down and down and down. When your envy increases, faith goes down. So we should always check that. Suppose I am coming to the temple, first time I come, I will be very much in ecstasy. Oh, Radha Shyam Sundar, Krishna Balram, like that will just come. Then I will come and pay obeisance and then go. Again when I come, I will say, just now only I paid obeisance, why I should pay again? Do like this and go. Then after some time again and come, I will say, a little bit, no, down. Like this. Then after some time I won't even see him, just keep going. So this is how and Bhagavad Gita also. Suppose if the same sloka, if you are taking tomorrow, someone else is taking tomorrow, then what will you do? Hey, yesterday only I heard this sloka, I don't need to recite again. Right? This is the subtle envy and faithlessness that is creating this thing. Oh, Putana story, I heard so many times, doesn't matter. Why should I listen? Something I should have. Something new I should hear. That concept of something new itself means we have not gone to the depth of this shastras. Even one line you read, see this line is so beautiful. Again and again I am just trying to meditate on this verse. He expands himself in this material energy. This is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramananda Rai, when they are doing the samvad, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I think he is only saying this, no? Stavara jangama dekhe na dekhe taramurti. Sarvatra haya ishta deva nijaspurti. Have you heard this sloka? It's a very famous sloka. Prabhupada has quoted this many times. Stavara means fixed. Jangama means moving. Right? Stavara is a fixed thing. Like say this mic is fixed. This stand is fixed. Or this building is fixed. Right? So this stavara. Jangama means moving. Like say the people, we are all moving. And then some animals are moving. Or vehicles. Or so many other things are moving. Stavara jangama dekhe. Somebody is seeing this fixed item and moving item. There are only two types of things. Fixed, moving. So, stavara jangama dekhe. Na dekhe taramurti. Na dekhe taramurti means they are not seeing those buildings. But they are seeing sarvatra haya. In all these things they are seeing ishta deva. Here ishta deva means Krishna. Nijaspurti. They're saying that pure devotees, they see Krishna manifested in these items. These items, whatever they are moving, and for us it will look like a car. For us it will look like some tiger or elephant or whatever. But the pure devotees will see Krishna inside them. He is only making them move. You see? That is where we will become completely non-envious of Krishna. We should see in everywhere. Bhagavad Gita again and again in 6th chapter, what is it telling? Yo mam pashyati sarvatra, sarvam cha mayi pashyati. Tasya aham na pranashyami, sachamena pranashyati. That is the ultimate verse we have to practice. Yo mam pashyati sarvatra. In everything that is me. And sarvam cha mayi pashyati. Those who see everything in me and me in everything, tasya aham na pranashyami. For them I will never lost. He is saying, oh, I am not able to experience Krishna here. I am not experiencing Krishna there. No, for pure devotees who are fully having faith in Krishna, everywhere they will see Krishna. Prabhupada said, if there are jivas in India, if they can become devotees, why the jivas in America cannot become devotees? I am seeing the Paramatma there also. Right? He doesn't see there, these people don't know our culture. And so that is how the whole world is now chanting Hare Krishna. Imagine the feat that Prabhupada had done with this one quality, that I will see Krishna in everybody and everything. Isn't it? We all just have to do that only. That is the ultimate success of following Bhagavad Gita. If you are saying that I am following Bhagavad Gita, how will you know? When you are able to see Krishna in everywhere and everybody in everything, that is the ultimate success of it. And that is revealed in this line. He expands himself in this material energy. And that is what Chaitanya Prabhu also wants us to do. Right? Very, very important point this is. When we realize this point, that Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, all these Shastras, again and again and again, Prabhupada keeps saying, see Krishna everywhere. For him, I am never lost. And he is also never lost to me. Krishna, the beauty is both ways it goes. You also see Krishna everywhere. When you start seeing Krishna everywhere, Krishna keeps remembering you always. He is arranging everything for you. Because we are accepting anything happens is a Krishna's arrangement, Krishna's mercy. Why? Because without Krishna's mercy, somebody cannot help. Or anything cannot happen. That is the essence of this verse. When kalpa-ādau, kalpa-kṣaye. This kalpa word is very interesting. And he is doing it asan se, even very easily he does it. For us to, if I have to lift this, I can't lift. It's so heavy. 10 people will have to come and lift this, isn't it? But Krishna is making all the planets and all float just like that. Suyate sa characharam, maya dakshena prakriti suyate sa characharam. Hetuna nekamte jagad viparivartate. I don't care. This is just, they are all running on their own for the fear that if they stop running, I will be on their task. He is not daily coming and saying, are you running? Are you running? Why did you no good? Till today, the speed is the same. And never you have a stoplight, signal, traffic jam. Here we have a small aluminium box, Prabhupada used to call that is aluminium dabba, the cars, iron box. And these are all going and so much thing is happening in this one small. And we are proud of it. That's why if we have to get rid of our pride, we should see Krishna's creation. Kalpādau, kalpa-kṣaye. See, this kalpa word has two meanings. Very beautiful to understand. If I have to build a building like this, I have to first think of it. I have to call people. I have to collect money. And then I need so many people's help to build this. Right? But what Krishna does, simply by his desire, let there be one big planet Earth. He thinks, not even say, he just thinks, Earth is coming. Whole Navagraha, they are there immediately. He just thinks and it is there. Imagine the power of Krishna. And we are just going and asking, who is Krishna? The atheistic people, no sense at all. They cannot create one small particle of sand. And they are claiming Krishna is like this, Krishna is a man, Krishna is just some superhuman, he's not God, all this. They're finished, not to be seen also. Completely finished they are. So Krishna, kalpa, the word kalpa means this what, so many yugas, chatur yugas and all those things combined together, right? Actually, kalpa has another meaning, that is desire, icha, sankalpa we say. Sankalpa means sankalpa. Sankalpa means desire for Krishna. Sankirtan, right? Samskriti, samruddhi, like that, sankalpa. Kalpa means desire. Sankalpa means desire for Krishna. That's the point. So now kalpa, it means yuga, this cycle, day of Krishna, the Brahmā, whatever. Kalpa also means Krishna's will. So he just simply desires and it is there. Eko Bahu syām. Let there be many. That's all. Let there be huge this planet Earth. Let there be huge sun. Finish. It is there. Can somebody create like this? And we don't realize. And there's a beautiful verse in Mukundamala Stotra that shows how this whole creation is for Krishna. Prithvi renuраnuhu payam sikanika falgus puling golagus tejo nishwasanam maruttanatam randram susukshmam nabaha Shudra Rudra Pitamaha Prabhutaya Kita Samasta Sura Drishte Yasya Chatarako Vijayate Shripada Dhuli Kanaha. Beautiful. The moment you appreciate the dust, speck of dust in the lotus feet of Krishna, the moment you realize what is the power of the dust in the lotus feet of Krishna, then certain things you can understand. What are all the certain things? Prithvi Renu Ranuhu. This whole totality of earth becomes like a small particle of sand for us. Huge earth is there, right? Just a small particle of sand. Payamsi Kanikaha, this whole totality of all oceans, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, all those oceans, all water put together, it's just like a calf's hoof print water for us. Because you realize the greatness of Krishna. This is all nothing, right? Then Prithviranu Payamsi Kanikaha, Spulingo Lagus, Tejo. This whole totality of fire, suppose some forest fire or something happens, how big the huge that fire is. But all the fire you put together, including your gas burner fire to that matchbox fire, every fire you put together, all the totality of that fire put together, it is just a faint spark. Just like that gas lighter, that spark is coming, no? And you do like this, that thing, that much only. All the totality of all the fire in all the worlds put together. Tejo Nishwasanam Maruttanataram, the totality of all the wind blowing, the storm, thunderstorm, all the wind, huge thunderstorm, everything is there, no? All those things put together, Nishwasanam. Nishwasanam means faint sigh, like this. You, what is that wind? I breathed, like that you do, no? How much is that wind? So Krishna's that much wind only is the totality of all the wind put together. What is coming out from his nostrils. And then Tejo Nishwasana Marutaram Randram Susukshmam Nabakha. This all the sky is a hole. It's a huge hole. The sky is a huge open hole. But that is like Susukshmam Randram, small hole, like this hole in this this thing, that much only. That whole totality of all the open that sky. Then he goes further. Kshudra, Rudra, Pitamaha, Prabhu. All Brahma, Rudra, everybody has become like Shudra. They are all like insignificant in front of Krishna. Kītāha samasta suraha. All suras, all the demigods become like insects. Kita. That much only. When drishte yasya tarako vijayate. When we realize Krishna's, the speck of a dust of the lotus feet of Krishna, then this is the realization you get of the material creation. You understand how amazing this is? This is how we should appreciate. So we only the essence of the lesson that we have to take from this 9th chapter is try to see Krishna in everything and appreciate Krishna's energy and be grateful to Krishna. Right? I'll stop here. Any questions, comments? Nothing? No question should be there. Please read Bhagavad Gita whenever possible, and Bhagavatam. Prabhupada's books are, so transcendental. They are just looks like English, but they are not English. It's transcendental, coming right from Goloka Vrindavan. How much he must have meditated in giving this nectar. And this is actually second or third time he has written Bhagavad Gita. First time he wrote, that was sold for tea biscuits. By his wife. And again he didn't get tired. He didn't say Krishna does not want me to write. He didn't stop there. He said, okay, now I will write once more. Another opportunity to write again. So he wrote. And even in this also, I think they printed that Macmillan edition initially, the smaller one beginning, 65, 66 that time. Then he again expanded the whole thing and rewrote the whole thing. Right? So we have to be very, very grateful to Krishna for giving us Prabhupada and Prabhupada for giving us Krishna. Jai Shri Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki, Jai Srila Prabhupada ki, Jai.